Yeah, there was a big Adrianopolis. They've split apart. Averia and Bulgaria were once one nation. In fact, the first area to really consolidate was Bulgaria, under Queen Sevasti the Great. And the Boar up here in Venay, but they've not really done anything since. And then there were two great rulers in India. So these guys, the red ones, Nagarjun owned like this much of India at one point. Basically Punjab and Sabukid was all one nation, and Jayapid. Then these guys over here, the greens, also consolidated extremely quickly and then just did nothing else. I would say at the moment Sockman's probably the strongest. So Sicily's putting up a fight. They just keep on throwing men at me. Croatia, I suspect, is part of Averia. Khanate of Serbia. It was a Croatia. There it is. Khanate of Croatia is owned by Bulgaria at the moment, though Bulgaria seems to be losing out to Averia. What bloodlines are currently about? Well, it's definitely missing a very important bloodline. Mine! Page 16, I seem to remember. There it is. So we have Nagarjuna, the Chimera, that's the India green one. Dharmapalia the Great, that was the red one. No, other way around. Dharmalia was the green, Nagarjuna was the red. Wow, they have a lot of descendants. Mikhail the Great is the Spanish one. In fact, he's still alive. He established that bloodline, that's Asturias. Dire the Tempest of all realm provinces, that's the bloodline I belong to now. Well, my sons do, although it's no longer active because it's old Germanic and I'm now reformed. Saimana the Confessor was actually a Dutch... No, that wasn't the saint, that was Lobad. I don't actually know who you are. You're new. Saint Manar the Confessor of Riba. Died 812, so 50 years ago. Still active. Patrilineal and matrilineal. Damage against religious enemies plus 30%, monthly piety plus 0.3, and then zealots periodically join wars against heathens. Seminar was known for his religious nature and walking across water to save a man, canonized by the Patriarch of East Yonan. Mir Faisai, probably. Nestorian. Oh. And yeah, a bunch of people, including Manar, the leader of the Aljazeeran revolt, is among the people, and he's got two princesses too. So quite a few claimants of various thrones. We have got Queen Sveta the Wolf, that was the Balkan queen that I was talking about, the United Bulgaria. She was really good. She was really, really strong. And then we had Hakon the White Raven. Oh, this guy's new. 845. House Vis. I wonder who's ruler of. Denmark, I would think. He was a sea king. Frail, scholar, erudite, paranoid, patient, cynical, kind, depressed, possessed, incapable. I wonder who's... Personal combat plus 3, Sea King opinion plus 5, Sea Queen opinion plus 5, organising raids is faster and more fruitful. That seems to be fairly standard for the Viking ones. And yeah, he has 3 living relatives, a commander, a steward, and a spy master. So pretty sure that's Danish. No longer in power though. Count Dunmarth the Boar. This is my all-time favourite guy. This guy I loved. He was amazing. An adventurer, strong, brawny, giant. Like he's got all of the strength traits. Scarred, a poet, cruel, gluttonous, diligent, gregarious, deceitful, drunkard, and he had died of cancer. And he was in charge of Brittany. Oh, I meant to check what his abilities were, and whether he has any descendants alive. I'm pretty sure he does. Monthly prestige, vassal opinion plus 5, personal combat plus 10, and periodically attracts the servitude of great warriors if he's Catholic. And yes, 3 descendants alive, none of them owning any territory, and they're all Cathars, so I don't think any of them will be benefiting. No, it's active. Not reliant on religion. We've got Ake the Worm, who was a raider, and is now... his son's the Marshal of Finn. No, his daughter is the Marshal of Finn. Zealous, humble, gregarious, honest, just, militant, seeking, another seeking, adventurer, homosexual, and fortune builder. Not a combat person. And then Leibard the Mere Streaming, who is in fact Dutch, a Frisian. He died just before I arrived, I suspect, or started, at least. Had a character that got up to over 170 combat skill. I'm afraid that I edged that one, 234. Yeah, 49 Marshal as well. She's just a complete pain to basically anyone who fights her. Yeah. And the Spanish bloodline guy, this one, they fought. They had a duel. I antagonized him enough that they challenged her to a contest. And Caitlyn won. Then they fought in battle, and Caitlyn won again. Thrashed him. Can just send her into battle alone. Basically, kind of been doing that, like over here. Anyway, speaking of which, we should get back to the battles. Your vision turns red with bloodlust and you charge ahead, without regard for your safety. As your nearest companions hurry to keep up, you'll surrender your berserker rage. Your axe cuts a wide swathe through the enemy ranks, and when the dust settles, they find you standing over half a dozen slain foes. Gain another Marshal. Sweet, that's twice we've had that. Those are dangerous though, you can die in that. 5,000 kills, 1,160 losses. And a bunch of prestige for that. Killed 2,000 heavy infantry. These are not easy fights, and yet we were outnumbered more than 2 to 1. I don't think we had the terrain advantage there either. Oh, flats. Yeah, we did. I get bonuses when I'm attacking, which I was doing, and I get bonuses on the plains, which that was, and I get bonuses when using heavy infantry, which we have. Yeah, she really is kind of a goddess of war. So, I think I'm going to split your army in half. We'll send a couple of you to Orbitello and leave the Queen looting here. And again, this is a terribly balanced army. Let's not do that. Oops, no, wrong unit. You stay there. You go there. Perfect. And then the army that's on the march. Auto balance. That's a little clearer. Caitlyn, Skada, and Sturla, those are the top ones. Hauker, Gunnar, and otherwise we need some more commanders, because we seem to lose them quickly. Mayor Schraffenhafer, with 21 military, definitely welcome to join us. And then level 14, I think we need to import some more fighters. My religion, male, because only males can be commanders at the moment. Not rulers. And would join the court. A 23. Saemander, Steward of Scornia. Reasonable. Invite to court? Yes. Hello. How about you become a commander? And then join this army. I can get the last hill fort try, thank you. Upgrade. Any chance of dueling the Pope? I don't even know where the Pope is. Papal? Papal Guards, Papal States, there we are. Papal States is not owned by anyone, right? So who is the Leader of Catholicism right now. Let's find a Catholic province. This is Tengri? What? Okay. I mean, most of Italy fell to the Lollards. Here we go, Catholics. Select you. Can I click on Catholic? Pope Hadrianus. Pope Hadrianus, there he is. He's a Visigoth. Where are you? You're still based in Rome. Okay. You're a terrible fighter, so yes, I could totally duel him. So there is a Temple of Rome here, but it's Tengri. So I don't know if he's physically present there or not. Also, I just noticed that my ships are in the wrong place. We're not actually looting anything. Rumours are that great spoils are waiting behind the walls of Diffware. You want me to go and raid Wales? That can certainly be arranged. Raid Rome and sack the Vatican. I'm on it. I'm on my way. Gotta sack everything in the way first. Cut the Hideous. He's up to the Temple of Winchcombe. Cirencester. Gloucester. We continue to spread across. And all of this, I didn't conquer any of this stuff. This is all my vassals. I'm just letting them get on with it. Persia, a fledgling in the lodge, is somewhat lacking duelist at the best. Shameful for someone like her to be so woefully unready. Haven't I just trained you up like 4 times? Like, granted, you're getting better at fighting, but still. Dual experience, +8. Paranoid, slothful, proud, kind, just. I'm going to go with even challenge. 8 versus 12. That should be pretty even. And I have another city, which I should give away to somebody. So let's reset that. My religion. Men. Join the court. Yes. Who are really, really good at making money, because you're going to become a city mayor. Persia was soundly beaten down by Dietpold, the short-tempered who barely broke a sweat. In the end, Pexter suffered some minor injuries. Chose poorly. I chose exactly what you needed there. And you landed title, City of Warden. Send. Good. And I need a new Chancellor. Literally a Chancellor, I just meant Councillor. Ooh, Starker is quite good, although I should probably check who my powerful vassals are. Duke of Essex is pretty powerful, I think I just need to bribe him again. And wow, you are atrocious! I'm going to bribe you because I don't want you trying to stab me in the back. But you are awful, and I'm going to bribe you so I don't need to hire you. You're getting expensive there, buddy. And Starker is currently a commander. I'm going to put you in charge, and I think that stops you being a commander. That does. I'm going to do this so you guys never appear. Childhood focuses. This is for the twins. So, Mordgana. Use your... Oh, Borkvard died already. That's disappointing. So this is Princess Namanda's kids. Who has become an amazing duelist. So I think we'll train her daughter to be likewise. She is, after all, a shield maiden. And then the son is nowhere near as strong. Sorry, Helson. But I think would also be trained as a fighter. See you, Clang. Be really hyped if I play the Game of Thrones mod at some time. I intend to, probably when they have ported it to this, because I kind of want to see what they do and what they change and all of that stuff. It's your renown, the thing that builds the legend. They are kind of linked, but renown is how you go up through the ranks. So because I'm already top rank, there's not a huge amount I can do with renown. Although I can spend it on various abilities. So I can, for example, choose a military aspect if I wanted to change away from being a duelist or go berserk in order to get the berserker ability, but I've done all of that stuff already. Legend is simply done by undertaking missions and stuff like that. We're 49. We're a year away from getting the old age penalties. Hjalmar has not been himself lately. I've noticed how he's lost weight and been overcome by episodes of intense fatigue. Apparently the underlying cause is the cancerous growth that's sucking the life out of him. Call the physicians. Also. Can I give the order to upgrade these if they're already been done? No, I have to own them because this is already a stone fort. It could be upgraded. Bugger. Gamco was filled with horses and cattle. I will take the money. Can I cheat in more legend? I don't want to do that. Kind of defeats the point. If I fail with Caitlyn, I'll do it with someone else. Maybe, hopefully, possibly. Halson does sound Nordic. Yeah, he kind of does. Who died? Oh dear. Well, that's 18,000 ducats down the drain. I did not inherit them. To get married or not? I mean, yes, I should, because you get half of your spouse's abilities, don't you? So, let's search for people who are good at fighting and basically everything else. Ivar, Steward of Orleans. He's a bit stressed, but he is a genius, and he does have good spread of abilities, and I don't really care that you're old, because so am I. Invite to the court. Oh, hang on. Married. No. Yeah, that narrows the pool a bit. I'd also like someone who's fairly decent in intrigue, so actually God Albert's a good choice. Good fighter. Oh! My marshal went up! Right, when I went berserk. I think I'm going to try and marry you. Let's try that again. Let's go invite to court. You say yes. Once you're in the court, I can do what I like to you. Arranged marriage. Caitlyn. Matrilineal. Send. Oh, these guys are starting to try and build up some forces again, I think. Trying being the operative word. Orbitello's been done. Move you over here. But I'm going to go to Rome. Yeah, you might not want to come to Rome. I warned you. It's in the plains, and that's where I excel. The Battle of Rome, we killed 1,800 of the 2,600 they sent at me and lost 162 men. Amadeo was captured. Ducum was captured. Acusar was captured. And I've just realised I have no generals here. So, she literally did that on her own. She does not, however, have enough troops to actually loot this place. So I think what we will need to do is wait until this is... Well, no, I'm just going to split you in half. There we go. Despite your best efforts, you have so far been cheated of a glorious death in battle. Sadly, you no longer have the endurance or constitution necessary to sustain your berserker rage. Perhaps such things are best left for the youth. Perhaps indeed. I've lost Berserker, I'm now 50. Still got a combat skill of 209 though. Bring it. Spanish guy is Catholic. So we have Brilliant Strategist, Shrewd, Brawny, Sea Queen, Duelist, Brave, Diligent, Wrath, Adept at Strategy, Godslayer, Germanic Guardian, War Focus, Hero. However, we have the Great Pox, which is a -1. 66% Legend. Disappointing. Special holding actions, here we go. Upgrade Friesland to Castle. Do it. And it's done. So, a Leeuwarden can be given to somebody else as a barony, or I could just keep it for myself and get even more soldiers. I'll keep it for myself. For the time being, anyway. Strange they don't separate strategy traits anymore. How do you mean? They do. Because I still have Flat Terrain, Fearsome, and Defender. And I have 3 of them because I'm a Wolf Warrior. Yeah, the new UI is good. And it's definitely needed. I mean, if you're going to have this many traits, you need the extra space. Before it was kind of crunched in. Imagine trying to scroll through these traits in the older UI. It would be insane. Godscale has finished the education and stewardship. Seems he's learned all the basic skills required. Excellent. Let's make sure we've built all the things. So far, so good. Oh, no. Militia training. Zwalla. Keep. I mean, we could get another holding as well. Now, let's make sure that our forces are going to be strong for when we have the inheritance. Still have 500 left over. See you, Fishy. You must die in the glory of battle or else there is no feast hall. I've been trying! I've been trying really hard! Oh, wow. Asturias just showed up with 12,000 troops. Hi. How many troops do I have now? I have another 5,000 back in base. I've got the 2,000 I've raised and a maximum of 12,000. You are sitting on the floor of your bedchamber wearing one of your shoes as a hat when suddenly a man-sized gopher enters the room. It's dressed as a maid, and when you shout in alarm, the rodent squeaks and skitters away in panic. You chase it down the hall, but find only a terrified maid cowering on the floor. Where did the gopher go? What did you see? Oh yeah, I can't actually die in battle, you're right. So one of the abilities of being a heroine is Indomitable. While leading armies, you can no longer suffer fatal injuries from battle. It's mental. There must be a way to force open the defences of Rome. With control over land and sea, I have a distinct advantage. Let's go and do that. We have a great victory. Marvellous. Is this going to be enough to loot? I mean, to raid? Yeah, actually it is. Another sacrifice. Young Raimundo has finished his education in the ways of war. Silo has finished his education. Oh yeah, we do have a mission, don't we? I had forgotten about that, thank you. Well, once Rome has been burned, I'll head over there. Alright, Rome's been burned. Let's jump on the ships and go over to Wales. Is that mine now? Oh, that's mine. I can now settle over here. And Wales is starting to consolidate. At last. Scotland is too. So yeah, it makes a huge difference whether you're raiding them or not. Because I haven't done very much against Ireland, and Ireland is way more unified than England is. 400 more ducatses and loads of prestige. Group you guys together, jump on the ship, and we need to go to... What province was it again? That one. Okay. That was correct. Righteous imprisonment. Hurt the hideous. Why? Oh, it's gone away. He's really angling to become King of England. I can tell that. Don't want to negotiate with him. It's just passing through. It's fine. Holy fury when? Run when? Probably never. Not my thing. Easter eggs are fine, but I'm not going to make a whole thing about it. Kettlemund, a veteran in my lodge, is somewhat lacking duelist at best. Kettlemund. I've trained you before, haven't I? What abilities do you have? Infirm, Craven, up. You need an easy one. Kettlemund is soundly beaten by Adalbert, who barely broke a sweat in the duel. Kettlemund suffered some minor injuries. Appreciated the choice. Considers me a great leader. Of course. Yeah, I may well do. The problem's going to be when Hungry Gamer inherits. He's going to be a real thorn in our side, which is part of the reason I'm focusing so hard on building up our estates over here. Although losing half of it is going to really suck. Oh well, something to look forward to. New recruits have been partaking in the initiation ritual. Good. Town infrastructure is increasing. Hold up. Right there. Oh, town infrastructure. Yeah, that's not castle infrastructure. Somewhat entirely different. Get the castle fortifications up and running. Leeuwarden is this place, which needs the castle town. Nothing new there. Vlaardingen. I feel like I should invest a little bit in these guys. Just get their markets and stuff up and running so that they can get money required to do the other upgrades. Although, I still need to get more holdings. Your Marshal Duke Valdemar of Kent has come to you with a suggestion, my lady. The opinion of Starker Ulfing would be a good commander. Yeah! Starker the Conqueror. He's really good. 19, 19, 12, 13, 12, 27 combat. Oh, Starker is... He was a commander. Why did he stop being a commander? I'm not sure. That's weird. Alright, buildings are being finished. Let's keep those keeps coming. Norden could also do with a keep. Middelburg. Stables. However, I'm going to try and maintain a treasury of 500 ducats from now on. Because the Sun is almost certainly going to need mercenaries to keep this realm together. Especially with a very, very powerful vassals we have. The rumours were true. Dinfor was filled with treasure. Legend increases. 75% with 51. I don't know. This is getting very close.